Okay, I don't think anybody's here yet, but I think we're live. Hello. Hi, Ariane Kim, the first person to show up. Hey, it's Roxbox. Jessica Rose, hello. Ree, how you doing? I have brought with me today a very special guest who requires
Not that special.
extremely special. Requires no
Hi.
introduction, but I'll give her one anyway. It's the lovely Mrs.
Hello.
How you doing, baby?
Hello. I'm doing fine. Just been very, very busy.
And if I were to say to you, how you wow, you would say,
Hi, y'all. Wow,
oh, okay, good. The Missus and I were having a discussion earlier about what the official song to Animal Crossing is. Isn't it's the one that's used in all the TikToks and all the videos of it you see everywhere online. And it took you the long. I can't believe you didn't get it, but you know it now,
I
right?
didn't. Yeah, I get it now, but I didn't have that song. That's why, I can't really.
And all those
memorize.
hours spent watching Animal Crossing TikToks with you meant nothing.
I mean,
my heart
I
is
don't
broken.
really spend that much time on TikToks.
We
so...
spend a lot of time watching those TikToks.
But
we spend a lot of time
you
watching those
did.
TikToks. Don't even start with me. And how's the song go? There it is. That's the good stuff.
Oh, you're gonna get the song stuck in my head. Boom, 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 boom.
Alright, let's turn on the doobers. Let's get some people in here. Let's see if anybody has any questions. If you have any questions for myself or the missus, feel free to ask him. We're going to be hanging out for the first 30 minutes. Then the missus got to go. Then we got some other stuff lined up. But for now, the first 30 minutes, we're just going to be hanging out, talking to you, having a good time, a nice chill Saturday morning, and leading into a slow, chill afternoon. Come relax with us.
Relax. Animal Crossing style.
Here's our first question from Nico Gilliams. Wanted to know, baby, how are you?
I'm fine. Just like I said, I was extremely busy. Just doing all the butt catching and fishing.
It's very
stuff.
big,
very, very important work.
Extremely demanding stuff.
Exactly. I'm doing great.
Oh, my baby needs a link. Hold on. That should be the link. No, that's not the link. That's just the link to chat. Hold on. Get you a link to the whole thing. Boop. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah. Sorry. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Next question is from Eliza Lynn asking, have you two given up on Drag Race? $5,000.
I wouldn't say given up, because I was never really into it, I think.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I'm very occupied at the moment.
Everything we do is like tainted with Animal Crossing. It's
yeah,
like we can't do anything together without her also playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah, he'll be asking stupid questions like, "What are you doing? Why are you so distracted?" And I'll be like, "You know damn well what I'm doing. Don't ask. Don't ask why I'm distracted."
Cara Marzetti would like to know, how did he charm?
No, what do you mean by charm?
Probably asking, how did I initially charm you?
Oh, you know, just usual stuff.
Dang.
Open his mouth.
Back in the day, she was so into me. It was so
Yeah.
nice. She like really like spent the time like researching like the best English words and really like her.
Oh.
She spoke entirely differently. It was crazy. It sounded like an entirely different person. She was trying so hard to impress me, and now it's like, baby, what? Baby, hold on. I need to get these turnips. Hold on, baby. Hold on.
I don't know.
Now, yeah, exactly. Oh, he used to be so into me. Quite nice.
Yeah. Good old days.
Troublemaker would like to know, why the change in time? We like to mix it up every now and then for people who can't make it to our 6 p.m. show. I try to do probably once a month. We do a 12 p.m. show instead of a 6 p.m. show. We see some new faces, and that way people who are part of the Patreon but can't make it at the other time get another shot.
We.
Blue Hair Don't Care asks, is C jealous of your island?
I think, honestly, I like to think so, but at the same time, I think he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me
You're
is
just
like,
jealous, and you have to appreciate yourself that you don't care. That's.
I mean, I'm jealous of the time you put into your island, and I'm like, maybe if I had a nice island, she'd spend time with me again.
I did give you a list what you should be doing.
It was like a straight up like, it was like an ultimatum list. It was like a list of demands. Like, our relationship was being held hostage, and then these were the demands.
No. I'd say it'd be nice, but it's okay if you don't do it.
I was asking her.
But
I was
it'd
like,
be nice though.
I was asking her, if I were to seriously play Animal Crossing, what kind of things would you want me to do that would help you out? And I was just thinking she'd be like, oh, it'd be nice if we could spend time together and walk around your museum sometimes. No, it was like an itemized list.
Why would
you like to read them the list?
Walking around, no, but why would walking around the museum that already exists to help in Animal Crossing anyway?
It was like, invite me to your island when there's a star shower. Let me go to your island and shake your trees 1 to 4 times a day. Let me talk to all of your people on your island to get a do-it-yourself thing. It was a crazy ass list. I was like, I didn't even know this was all of a thing. But basically, it was just like, let me use your island as my second island.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, I want you to play this game so I can have 2 islands, not so that you can also play this game. Thanks, babe. I love it.
I want you to give me all your recipes.
Should have never got you that Switch.
It's actually a funny story, because when he got me the Switch, I was like, I mean, I want to play games. Why do I need a Switch? Ah, God. Well.
And ever since, hasn't put it down. Dang.
Ding.
Through Helen Back asks, what is your favorite audio you put out in May? You know, I really like the one I put out today, actually. Fox and Faye. I think it's a lot of fun. I really like the story and the lore behind it. It doesn't look like it's part of a series, unfortunately. You know, I don't have like a part 2 or anything, which is a shame because it really set up a nice world. But I thought it was a lot of fun. So y'all should check it out and listen to it. Nye, our sound engineer, did an amazing job with it, making it sound really cool. And the voices of the goblins at the beginning, that was a lot of fun to do. That was really cool. Let's see what else we got. Questions from the people. Blue Hair Don't Care asks, what's your favorite joke that C has told you?
Oh. I can't really think of any that can be told like in public. But
It's
not
okay.
that
It's an
they're
unlisted.
dirty or anything, but they're just extremely inappropriate.
We've got. This is an unlisted stream. We could tell people. We could let them.
No,
Give them a
no, no,
sneak
no, no, no. You wouldn't want that to happen. I'm pretty sure that's um nothing really stands out really, because all of them are
Because
grunt-worthy.
in order for her to know one of my jokes, it would require that she listens to me.
No. Oh my god. Why would you say that?
Through Helen, through Helen back
Oh,
asks,
no.
and on the back of that, what is your favorite joke? See, my favorite joke right now is probably, what's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
What?
I've never paid a garbanzo to bean on me.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, this is how he tells jokes. So, like, however the joke, like, however good it is, it kind of gets ruined by the end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Of course.
You know, I never realized how inappropriate it was until like he was like maybe like a year or two ago. But I used to always tell my son to go up to people when he was like tiny and adorable and be like, "Do you know why my dad calls his pants Burger King?" And be like, "Why, adorable little boy? Why does your dad call his pants Burger King?" And he'd be like, "'Cause it's home of the Whopper." And I'd be in the background like, yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. That's so bad.
When
So
no one
bad.
laughs at my jokes, I gotta laugh at my own jokes. Everybody's too busy playing
Yeah.
Animal Crossing.
No, that's not what happened. I'm certainly definitely not playing Animal Crossing right now.
You're definitely, without a doubt, playing Animal Crossing this moment.
Cause sometimes they got me like shooting stars and stuff. I gotta pay attention.
Amelia Santiago wants to know, hey Cardi Bear, I wanted to know what's it like being a voice actor with this big of a following. Well, I don't really think I'm a voice actor, so I think voice acting is very different from what I do. I think it would be very cool to be a professional voice actor one day. I think right now I'm just like a YouTube ASM artist. You know, voice acting requires like being casted, having a director. It's like a whole separate professional process, right? I don't really think I don't count myself among their lofty titles just yet, but maybe one day. When I originally started, that was the goal, was to get into voice acting. Since then, though, I've kind of switched goals, and I kind of want to just do this because this is a lot more meaningful and a lot more rewarding in terms of, like, you know, being able to have that direct feedback from the audience. It's a lot more meaningful to me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know it.
Doodle Senpai asks, what's y'all's current favorite YouTube video?
Current. Twitter for Android. Oh my god, that's
Twitter.
like
Twitter for
half a year
Android.
ago, almost.
Twitter for Android.
Yeah. So yeah. That.
Mine is a tie between two. One is somewhere out there on the vast ocean of the YouTube is a YouTube video of It's a compilation of every time the missus has used the bear with glasses filter on Facebook and sent me a message of her doing that and being cute and doing little cute bear with glasses noises. And it was my bear compilation. Yes. It was, I forget if it was my Christmas gift or my birthday gift. Or
Valentine's.
Valentine's this year.
Whatever.
Valentine's
Like,
this year, yeah.
So for Valentine's, it gave me like 1,000 cakes. Now it's like 6 or 5 cakes, and I'm like, I got a gift for you too. It's a compilation from Facebook messages.
Yeah, but where are those cakes now? And where is my gift? It's eternal. See. So I was saying it's
True.
between that and this the video of the TikTok with the guy where he's watching TV and the guy bites the banana through the skin and it cuts to him on the in the sofa and he's jacking off and he's like, "That's not how you eat a banana."
Is he jacking off? No,
He's super
not.
jacking off. That's what makes it so
No.
funny.
Okay.
He's jacking off the whole time. He's like, "That's not how you eat a banana." It's so good.
Is it though? Okay.
Let's see. These two questions are related. Eliza Lynn asks, still crying after that video? See, and Kim Carter asks, has the missus seen the fan video?
Yes, I have. I have seen it with the commentary.
God dang it.
And yeah, it was such a nice video. Like, it's like you can feel the warmth and everything. But someone just like crying so hard.
Oh my God.
It's kind of distracting.
Distracting. That's what it
Yeah.
is when your boyfriend has emotions and he's trying to
I can't- it's
express
just
himself. Distracting.
No, it's okay. I think that's why you're so cute, because you got this like really expressive emotions.
No, too late.
But at the same time, why you cry all the time?
Do you guys want to watch the video later on the stream? You guys want to do that? We can do that. That could be a thing we do after the missus leaves. We can watch it. I mean, Kim's here if Kim
And
gives us
then
permission.
y'all can feel it.
Blue Hair Don't Care asks, has C ever done something incredibly cheesy for you?
Incredibly cheesy. Hmm. Is there? I don't think there is. All of them are like very.
I picked you up at the airport in a suit.
Wait, what?
I picked you up at the airport in a suit. I thought that was pretty nice.
Oh yeah. But that's not cheesy. It's just nice.
Okay. In that case, in terms
I don't
of
know.
cheesy,
Just a lot of things you do to me are maybe considered cheesy by others, but most of the time they're just nice.
yeah, most of the time you're just too distracted playing Animal Crossing to.
That's
notice.
not true. I put it down just to answer this question.
What is both of yours favorite types of cake? I'm gonna do some baking this weekend and need some inspiration.
Oh, mine's just boring. Anything chocolate is my favorite.
I like carrot cake.
Oh god, that's so gross. But okay, yeah. I know. It's so weird. Like, you know, we have the same taste on food in a lot of sense, but the carrot cake is something that I never even dream of hearing from you saying those words.
I don't get it.
together.
Have you tried it?
Maybe like once or twice.
Maybe you just haven't had good carrot cake. To me, is the
Probably not as the one, like as good as the one that I sent you a while back.
Still trying to bank off the good merit of
Yeah.
a gift you gave me 40 years ago.
4 years ago.
Doodle Doodle Senpai would like to know, do y'all have summer plans? I'm sure if we could, we'd travel to each other. But
Yeah, but
that is
I
not
don't.
the case.
No, I don't think it's really safe to go anywhere at the moment.
Summer plans is just try to freaking beat this Rona, you know what I mean? Just trying to survive, trying to not get caught.
Be the Rona. Do 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 do.
What's y'all's favorite and least favorite little quirk about each other?
Favorite.
Okay, hold on. How about we flip it up so it's not gonna start a fight? How about we flip it up? We guess what each other's favorite and least favorite quirk is about each other.
Oh no!
Yeah.
How's that not gonna
that's way better. Okay, we're gonna go. I bet your least favorite quirk about me is how I will insist to call you and talk to you even though I'm falling asleep constantly. You'll be like, okay, baby, I'm gonna go. I'm like, no.
I'm awake.
And then if I immediately start snoring, you're like, okay, baby, bye bye. I'm like, no, I'm still here. I bet that's
then,
your.
You know, I'd be like, go to sleep, and then he'd be like, don't yell at me. I'm like, you're not gonna even hear me. You're not even going to hear me if I don't yell.
And I bet
that is spot on.
I bet your favorite quirk of mine is how I always insist whenever we're spending time together that you get some delicious yum yums on me.
Ah.
Is that right or wrong?
I haven't figured it out yet. And my favorite.
All right.
Actually, I think my favorite is that you take all my like weird saying and then turn it into our things, or invent our weird sayings like hiya wow wow.
Because you don't speak English.
Yeah, what? Well, that's my new least favorite quirk. God damn it.
What? Me reminding you don't speak English?
You say that I don't, but I sometimes speak semi-English. God damn it.
All right, what about me? What's my favorite and least favorite quirk about me? No, wait, no. What about you? What's my favorite and least favorite quirk about you? Is supposed to be.
Least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's how I procrastinate.
That's a
or
good
how
one.
I don't like playing video games.
That's a good one. You know, like that all like 50% of what we can all do with each other, whether play games or we watch something. The way how you hate how doing half of it.
And then how I don't pick any shows to watch.
Yeah, every day it's like, all right, what am I gonna force you to endure alongside me today during the few hours we have with each other? Your least favorite quirk about me is that I want to spend time with you. Moving on to the next question. This is gonna be a fight. We're fighting after this. We're fighting. If you could make your own drink or food, what would you name it?
Why you're mad?
If you could make your own drink or food, what would you name it?
My own drink or food? Probably just all butt related, because I'm mature like that.
I think it would be cool to start a little cafe or shop based around some little dessert type bun thing that you and I made together. Like say like you and I devised some kind of like new kind of like delicious snack that became like the hot it thing, and then we could call them BB buns, and then
Baby buns.
BB buns, and then we have like a little cafe, and then we work there together. That would be nice.
That's nice. Sounds hella delicious. Give me that BB bun.
Royal would like to know, please reply immediate. When do we get the outtake Alola shirts?
What's a Lola shirt?
Alola. Welcome to Alola.
Alala.
Welcome to Alola.
Wait, no. Is it Alala Saturday preview?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing?
They want them
yeah,
shirts.
when?
You tell me. When you gonna make
Alala.
that's your world.
What? It's not.
Lazy.
Yeah, well, outsourcing. That's how we do.
Hey y'all, Carden here. Welcome to Alola.
Alala.
We're in a fight. We're fighting.
So I think some people are wondering why you're like laughing so hysterical in that video. Like it was just a small mispronunciation. It's because I was on the call with him when he was recording that, and I was like mocking him.
I know. I was like, all right, baby.
Over and over again.
I was like, baby, you gotta be quiet. Okay, I'm gonna record real quick. And she's like, okay. I'm like, welcome to Alola. She's like, welcome to Alola. I'm trying to freaking refocus here. She's like, Alola. Welcome to Alola. Let's see. Doodle Senpai says, when you eat carrot cake, you have to have a bite with both the cake and the icing. If you have a bite without one or the other, it's not worth it. That's true. That's very true.
Or you don't get carrot cake.
Cameron Barnes would like to know, Black Lives Matter? Yes, very much so.
Yes.
Exotic Spiral would like to know, how are y'all both coping with a lockdown? And see, I named a bear after you. Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, how are you dealing with the lockdown?
Honestly, it hasn't really changed my life much. The biggest problem with it, and it isn't a problem, because, I like that he's safe, but honestly, with my son home all the time now, like literally all the time, it's very difficult for me to find time to be able to record, which is why we don't have a spicy audio for y'all today. So that's kind of worrisome, because that's the business, that's the livelihood, that's the company. But at the same time, I don't want to start doing things like recording Spice while he's home, because I feel like that's, I don't know, it's a line I don't want to cross. So I'm hoping we can find some kind of middle ground. I don't want to like pay him to leave the house or anything, because I feel like every time you leave the house, you get the chance of maybe catching something, like it's almost like I'm exposing him to stuff just for the sake of my company. So I just try and wait for the moments when he himself wants to leave the house, visit some friends or go somewhere or something, and then I just try and record as much then. And we've been doing pretty good so far, except for this weekend, obviously. So I'm trying to figure out a way around it. What about you, babe? How are you dealing with the lockdown?
So, we don't really have one. We're not in lockdown or anything. Life is pretty much just normal. Everybody just wearing their face masks and resume to their normal lives, go to work and everything, because the situation here is not as serious, or it's not as bad as somewhere else. So I don't really get that lockdown thing. I still have to go to work every day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What countries would you like to travel to after Rona if money was an option? Or where have you always wanted to travel to? She's been all over the place.
Oh no, not all over. Just some places. Yeah,
A lot of
can
places.
go to. I don't know. I think I'm too old to do like hardcore traveling. I just want to go on a cruise and just be a piece of meat
Pardon?
patty. No, sorry, that's not what I said. A piece of Just like not doing anything is what I meant. Jesus. It's late. This is what I meant when I said semi-English. God damn it.
If you both could live in any game, what would it be and why? Probably Animal Crossing.
How come you didn't answer the question?
I just did. Oh, what was the question? Where do I want to go? I want to go to your place. I want to go to my place.
Ooh.
And
you're in your place.
Well, I want to go to the place of my ancestors. You know, I want to go to the Philippines. And I want to go to the place where you are now, that you won't let me say to anybody for some reason.
Everybody already knows or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not really big on seeing sites and like seeing like, oh, this is the ancient blah blah, but then the first ever cheese was created here, and this is the house where Jesus touched the wall one time. You know, I'm not really into that kind of stuff. For me, I like going to places because of people there. You know, so I want to go to where you are to meet your people, and I want to go to where my people are so I can see them again. Other than that, I'm not really, you know, I'll go to places if you want to go, but I'm definitely not going to be the one to initiate it.
Yeah.
Unless there's something specific, like the world's number one verified ravioli is here.
Don't even
the best ravioli in the whole world.
Even that is happening, you're still not going.
Might still go.
No, you're not. But we're going to. I think it's on our list that we go to Japan together one day.
Yeah. See, Japan got all the anime stuff. That's why I want to go there. All the best ramens.
Cute anime girls and stuff.
Whatever. At least they pay attention to me, want to do things with me.
No, they're just softwares.
Every day, it's like, all right, babe, what do you want to do? You want to watch something or play something? It's late. Watch something. Okay, here's a list of things to watch, and then she'll just always pick whichever of those is shortest and requires the least amount of attention.
That's not true. Hey, I watched that movie with you today.
Yeah, because it was a special day, because it's a Saturday. But most days it's just like, all right, let's watch 4 hours of cafe making drinks.
That's not true. Sometimes we watch TikToks.
Blue Hair Don't Care asks, see, if you had to pick between dropping stars or dropping bombs in chat, how many bombs would you drop? Oh, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like a childish, petty thing. Besides, people have kind of complained, you know, like, I don't know, it really bothers people when I drop bombs sometimes, so I try not to do it. Just because it bothers, you know, and I don't want to bother people. I mean, this is just, we're supposed to be having fun, having a chill time. What fruit do you both have on your island? My island was pears, I think.
Really?
I think so.
My island's also pears. Kind of.
Oh, then mine might be apples then.
Oh. Yeah, mine's pears.
See, I think I missed a lot of questions because we keep talking. What foods do you have?
I remember someone asked, "What's your favorite villager?" In Animal Crossing, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the question.
Beat the shit out of Cobb.
Like my, you don't even live on the island where Cobb was on.
I had to start over because of Cobb.
That's not true. Start over because everybody telling you that you can create a tarantula island, but you can't.
Know. You don't know.
You can't.
Who's your favorite villager?
So one of my villager is a wolf. Actually, I got two wolves. One is Lily and the other is Fane. And I just really like, you know, hang around these wolves and see their tails wiggle waggle.
Dang.
Yeah.
While you said that, I realized, I was like, okay, I think I do have a problem with Animal Crossing, because the whole time you were just talking that, I was just like, my rage was at like 15 out of 10. I was like, a blah 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 wolf. I got 2 wolves actually. I like to watch the tail. I'm just like, what's the matter with you?
Fang is the
Why do you hate it so
best.
much?
And he got that like purple eyeshadow. That's so cute.
It's nice. I'm happy. My baby is happy.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
If y'all could only eat one food for the rest of your lives, what would it be?
Spaghetti.
Ramens.
Really? You don't even eat that many ramens.
But if I only had to eat one food for the rest of my life, it would be ramens.
Also, you eat ramen with forks.
Yeah.
And that's not how you eat ramen.
That's how I eat. That's literally how I eat ramen.
Yeah, but that's not how you should be eating ramen.
I don't care how I should be eating ramen. I pay for it. I eat it with my hands if I want to.
True. I mean, yeah, sure.
Olivia Featherstone says,
Oh,
ramens are good? Ramens are good.
Ramens are good.
What about you? What was yours going to be? Oh, spaghettis?
Spaghetti.
Now, keep in mind, the missus here uses the term spaghetti very loosely, I learned. When I say spaghetti
actually means all pastas.
Yeah, exactly. When I say spaghetti, I mean like spaghetti, meatballs, red sauce. You know what I mean? But to the missus, anything that is pasta or involves pasta is spaghetti.
No, but to be fair, I do use that word like that. But when I was answering this question, I was thinking of spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said spaghetti. Spaghetti.
Olivia Featherstone says, you don't want to see where cheese was invented? Good.
Do I not want to see where cheese is invented?
I mean, thank you
I can definitely live without it, without seeing it.
Thank you for your contribution to the world. But
Mr.
otherwise,
Cheese,
yeah, Mr. Cheese.
Mrs. Cheese Inventor.
Just
have too much time with your cow.
Cara Marzetti asks, when you fight, how do you make up? We forget about it. And then bring it up later to be even extra mad at each other.
No. No. We just talk about it, I think. And then I'll cry, and then it'll be over.
Yep. I think we do a really good job of that, actually. Like, we do a really good job of being able to talk about things without letting our emotions get in the way. And being able to just, like, keep things reasonably. And then regardless of whether or not she's sad, she'll cry about it. And then it'll be done.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes I can't contain my emotions and I get really like heated up with the arguments I'm trying to make. It's extra difficult for me to make solid arguments, especially when I only speak semi-English. So it's like sometimes I get really.
You're gonna cry right now.
No. But sometimes I get really like you know, in the moment, and then I just like getting little tear thingy coming out of my eyes.
And I don't like, of course, don't like hearing you cry, but at the same time, I stress, just because you cry doesn't mean you're right. Just want to put that out there.
I know. But that'll make you stop, though. That will make you stop, like, making me admit that I'm wrong.
Are you and the missus still watching Drag Race?
Oh, didn't we already answer that question?
If you could voice a character in any video game, what franchise would it be? You first.
In any video game?
Or anime, based on this other question.
Wait, sorry, what was the entire question?
If you could voice a video game character or an anime character, who would it be? Or what show would it be from? Or what game would it be from?
You want to answer first? Because I need a moment to think.
Why? Your answer isn't Animal Crossing?
No! Why would I want to? What's fun with that? With that voice acting? No.
I think that'd be great. I'd love to be an Animal Crossing character. Plus,
Yeah, well,
you
'cause
play the
you are.
game, so and all your friends play the game, so like you'll be able to show off that you're in the game.
No, I mean, no, it's gotta be some characters I really like or something. But I haven't watched any anime or like have any games, play any games that has a character that I am invested in for a very long time. Mm, yeah, well, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is fine.
For me, it's less about a specific franchise, and it's more like the role I'd like to play. I'd like to play like a Jake the Dog type character, kind of like a best friend, cool guy with powers, but never like the main character. And then also, it'd be cool to play a really good villain who maybe has a little more depth to him, like Ice King.
Nice. Nice.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
The chocolate.
What's mine?
Is it vanilla?
Yeah. Though lately I've been digging on coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't
Nice.
drink coffee, but you like coffee flavor stuff?
Yeah. Like coffee candy and coffee ice cream is good.
Okay. Very, very intriguing.
Have y'all ever had a fight, forgot what started it, but refused to apologize first?
No.
Yeah, we're both
Like, I
pretty...
think, yeah, after certain discussions, people, like, either you or I would soon to realize who's actually at fault. So,
I think it's pretty even between me being wrong and you being wrong sometimes.
yeah.
What is
Damn,
the
we're
most...
so mature.
What is the most odd script you both have ever seen get submitted? There's been a lot of weird ones.
Like what?
Ree, if you're out there, if you want to remind me of something that was super weird that came through in the mod chat, but I'm trying to think of like something.
Please
Ree said
enlighten us.
Ree said fish sex, but then we did that one, and it was people loved it.
Well, yeah. Well, it could be the weirdest, but you still do it. That's fine.
I think we've had weirder. I don't know. I think fish man sex has been kind of normalized thanks to certain movies. Shape of Water has kind of normalized fish man sex.
Well, you know, actually, fish sex is a very, very popular sort of setting, like character setting, world, like universe, in a lot of fanfics.
Yeah, see, there you go. People want that fish.
Yeah, it's hot.
And fish eggs. And that fish stick.
Is that how? I don't know. Do fish? Never mind. Sorry.
No, they got big old dicks.
No, they don't.
What's your least favorite color?
My least favorite?
Yeah.
None. All colors have its beauty in a sense, in a way. I appreciate all colors. Maybe not equally, but I appreciate them all.
My least favorite color is the wrong shades of my favorite colors. So like My favorite colors are like orange, green, brown, kind of like earth tones. You know what I mean? And I hate like a really loud, garish orange, or like a really like hot neon. Not even neon, but like a hot, like default Excel spreadsheet green.
I can see that. Like if it's using if the color is used in like a presentation, maybe it's not the best, but I can definitely think a lot of occasions or designs that can use that color to stand out.
I guess, yeah. I guess it's like what is it? Like the mod design, MOMAUD, or I don't know how it's pronounced, or if it's just spelled MOD. But like the mod design, like those colors of like the 60s and 50s, like the Austin Powery type coloring.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, not a fan of that. All right, here you go, baby. Favorite musician or band right now?
That one.
Que tayo magkaiba, que tayo magkaiba, que tayo magkaiba, que tayo magkaiba, eba, iyo.
So I only listened to a couple of songs of theirs, but it's Rex Orange County.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a couple of songs.
Rex Orange County is good.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really come up with anything new in a while. That's why I was saying like my favorite right now would probably be, I don't even know the name of the band. It's like Nekri Taki, I think. But it's, I don't know anything about them. My friend linked one of their songs, and I've been trying to learn more about them, but it's all in Japanese, which I don't read, so I don't know. But let's see. Ben and Jerry's birthday ice cream, yes or no? I don't know what's
if
in
it's free, then yes. I actually don't know what flavor is that.
Who's the better singer? Asks Ada Raven.
Easy me.
Is you.
Nah. But you sing like a certain type of songs really, really well.
I was told something a long time ago by a coworker, which both killed me and also formed a really strong resolve. And I said, you know, it's not that you sing well, it's just that you sing without shame, and it's really charming. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, all right, yeah, I can see that.
That's mean.
They're like, you know, it's not that you sing well, it's just that when you sing, you're really confident about it. So, yeah, and you're really loud, and there's a certain charm to that. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, you're right. Thank you.
So mean.
Doodle Senpai asks, when we draw C, we have an idea roughly what to include, glasses, Filipino, etc. If we want to draw the misses, are there any little things like that worth noting? Ooh.
Oh, Asian.
Mm-hmm.
With hair and glasses.
With hair. Okay, can you describe the hair, please? With hair.
Well,
Jesus.
it's just the length is just to the shoulders, and it's slightly, it's straight but slightly curly by the end.
And when she means Asian, she means that light-skinned Asian.
Oh yeah, like
the kind that looks down
okay.
at us browns.
Oh my god, I almost made such an inappropriate joke.
Yeah, I bet you did. The kind of stuff you just say all the time without even noticing.
No, I'm
you know, we were just getting
just
to know each other. She like
light-skinned Asian.
She saw my picture and she was like, listen very closely to the way I say it, okay? It was like this. It's like, baby.
That's not how I say
it. Hey, let me finish. It's like, baby, you're really brown, huh? Like the way, right? Like the way it's said is like, what is that supposed to mean? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, okay, okay. It's like she had to like make peace with it.
No, it's just,
Light skin
you know,
Asians don't
I
like brown skin Asians.
no, it just I've met your families and none of them are as brown as you.
I gathered all the brown in me.
Yeah, you told me specifically about this, and I know.
You're welcome, everybody else in the family. When they're handing out the brown, I took everybody else's.
Okay, good job.
Let's see. Fish sex universe. What's people talking about?
What?
I don't know. I'm just trying to scroll through looking for questions.
And then it's Fish Sex Universe. Good stuff. Spicy. Maybe that's all for today.
I think so. Let me see. I'm trying to get back to. I think we are. That's about right too, because we have just enough time now to watch the video.
Sweet.
You want to stay with me so I have somebody to commentate with the video with, or do you want to bounce?
You know, I've already seen the video, so I think I'll leave the moment to you and the lovely Cardigan so you can share this moment together without me being rude.
Okay.
to you at the end. So y'all have fun and stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong, stay happy, and we love you. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like.
Alright, baby. Go to sleep, okay?
Okay. Bye, guys.
Sleep soon, baby. Talk to you later.
See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye. And there goes the missus. Alright. We have a video that the community made. Specifically, certain members in the community got together to organize and make this, and it's super beautiful, and I really love it, and I'm going to try and share it with you all right now. Give me a second to get it set up. It's really beautiful stuff. I've watched it a couple times, so I probably won't cry this time, but we'll see. Okay, let me make sure I get this set up right. Nope. Trying to make it fill as much of the screen as possible. There we go. Looks good. Okay. I'm going to play this. I'm going to do some light commentation across it, and it'll be super good times. Big thanks to Kim Carter for organizing this, and to everybody who played a role in working on this. It's a cup on a cup! I love that shirt too, especially in that color.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world
To find you.
If you ever find yourself
Hello,
lost
Fluffy
in the
Warrior
dark and
Girl.
you can't
Hello,
see,
Paperless Moon.
I'll be the
This was really
light
cool, being able to like finally
guide
add
you.
faces to the names. You know what I mean?
Find out what we're made of.
There's like a certain charm being able to like
We are called to
know what someone looks like when you're talking to them, and it was really cool being able to see y'all come together for this.
midnight. 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you. Like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there.
You'll be there.
That's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah.
Hello to Hursty B. Hello to Kata Curtis. It's Eliza. That's not the letter Eliza. I was commenting on how Eliza had that super deep cut shirt from that one live stream we did. That was really cool to see. It's like, that's a super, super old school reference. Jiro Audios, loving the hoodie.
Find out what we're made of. We are called to help our friends in need.
Jules Draws, love the work. This is especially cool. Not only is it cool seeing Dre again, of course, but also that shirt. Like, I can't even sell that shirt anymore because this was back when I was with a different company altogether. Like we had like a network, and that was one of the merches that they kind of claimed as their own. So that's like super old school. Melinda here also got the cup on a cup. Megan Mario 81, hello. Loving that hoodie, especially that color. And it's Birdie. I was commenting on how you could totally tell that Birdie is a teacher by their mannerisms and their sweetness. The little wink right here, it's such like a teacher move. What is it? That's not Mariah. Mariah, come on. Mariah, that's not the letter. That's not the Mariah, come on, what are you? That you silly. I thought this was really cute. Mariah totally being a ham right now, hamming it up. I love it. I want to. Nekokaya, I remember signing that pillow. Nekokaya here a couple of months ago was part of the $1,000 tier on Patreon. I ate that sandwich. Jessica Rose, hello. Ash University. Passing along. Ari! Looking like you could be any one of my cousins and or nieces. I was commenting on this one, how Jesse's like super protected by God right now. Like, you got 9 layers of Jesus protection right now. Good job. Karina Chance also got the super deep cut. We sell those, they're supposed to be like running gear, but really like we sell them as pajamas because look at how like soft that looks. And this crew right here, the Little Deviants. insisting they be called that during the insisting they be called that for when script writing. So cool to see you all together, Sparrow, Jazz, Terra, and Troublemaker. Trust in me. Done for me. This one got me cracking up. I mean, as cute as it is, don't get me wrong, and as great a job as Mitty did, it's just so funny that, of course, Mitty's got to add all this drama and acting. You know what I mean? Like, of course. Also, I didn't realize it the first time I was watching it, but yeah, totally with the tabo, had me cracking up. This part killed me. Oh. Not gonna let it get me this time. Feeling some flaring in my nostrils and some loosening of my tear ducts. I don't know, it's just cool to see, you know? Especially when I don't always think that I'm doing a great job, and to see y'all still be so supportive and everything, it's really nice. Oh wait, I can't miss this part. Photo edited by Hidayah, who also made this. Whap. But yeah, to kind of sum up what I said in my reaction to that video, let's see. I felt as though I kind of dropped the ball with the whole COVID thing. You know, I set myself up to be this person who serves as kind of like a shelter, a place you can go to when you're lost and you're hurt and you're confused. And when more would people be lost and hurt and confused than now, you know, during this quarantine? And I didn't really have a response. I didn't really have a video for it. I didn't really have an action for it. I kind of just shut down because I myself am really messed up by it. You know, I myself am really scared by it, and I didn't really feel comfortable having an answer and forcing this persona when I myself was really scared of it. And so, as much as I realize that, you know, that's fair to me, you know, I'm allowed to do that, I'm allowed to make that decision, I realize it kind of left a lot of people maybe in the lurch, especially, you know, my community, my most beloved cardigans like yourselves. And to see that message, to see that y'all are still staying strong and staying so positive and still have so many kind words to say and so many sweet things to say about me, even though I've kind of been, you know, uploading videos and even doing, you know, I've still been like in contact and whatnot, but even though I've kind of gone like radio silent regarding the whole corona thing, it felt really good to know that y'all were still there and that y'all kind of served the role for me. You know, y'all were kind of like my Cardlin, and during this kind of dark and confusing time. So seeing that really touched me. So thank you very much, everybody. Now then, it is 1 o'clock. We are 1 hour into the stream, which means it is time for calls. So we are going to go ahead and give away some stars. And those who win stars are going to be able to talk to me during the stream. Now, if you want to talk to me during the stream, you got to have a couple of things, okay? You got to be able to get on Discord and message Roxbox. That's number one. That's key. You got to also have something to talk about. Have like questions ready or something you want to ask or something on your mind you actually want to talk about. And you got to promise you won't be a troll. If you can do all three of those things, like you have Discord and you can message Roxbox on the Discord server. If you can have something to talk about, and if you can want to actually talk to me and not be a troll, then by all means, pretty please, let's chit chat. Turn the music back on. Okay. We're going to give away 2 stars because we actually already have one person ready and lined up for a call. That is Cara Marzetti. Cara Marzetti is somebody who they are visibly impaired. So they were asking about they're asking about what Dubers were and what stars were and how to win one because they're kind of visually impaired and they have trouble and they weren't able to catch one. So I was like, how about, next time we have a stream at a time that works for you, we just go ahead and give you one. So we're going to talk to Cara here in just a couple of seconds, and then the 2 people who win these stars. So first off is Olivia Featherstone. Congratulations. Olivia Featherstone, go ahead and get on Discord and message Roxbox, and they'll get you to where you need to be. Rox, don't worry, I've got Cara all set up on my own. We got our own method of doing this. Good luck, everybody, on grabbing the next star. Who's it going to be? Oh, actually, Olivia, it looks like you won one last time on 5-9. So let's go and give it a pass and let somebody else grab one. Someone who hasn't had one in a while. We try and space them out. So if you caught a star recently, do me a favor and don't jump. But if you have, it's been a long time since you last caught a star, a couple of months or so, and that's fine. But if you won one recently, maybe we'll pass. Yes, everybody gets a fair chance. So there's one more star. I believe I saw who caught the last one. I believe it was Bluhar Don't Car, but we'll see what the chat says. But yeah, if you had a call in the last 2 months or so, I say give it a pass, and we'll see who can win the next one. Congrats to Drea, who won the first one. Go ahead and get in contact with Rox. And this next one was won by... We'll find out in just a second here. Oh, this delay. Dang. Cameron Barnes. All right. Come on through. Let's go and verify that's okay by the mods. Keep track of everybody who's won and whatnot. All right, Cameron Barnes, it'll be you, Drea, and first Kara. So do me a favor, get on the Discord, get in contact with Roxbox, and we'll get you to where you need to be. For now, Kara, I hope you're ready. I'm gonna give you a call. All right, here comes call the first. Turn the music down a bit. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good question.
All right. Here's a question I have to start off with. On a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous would you say you are?
First I have to figure out if I can count. What did I tell you? Okay. I swear I'm a regular human being.
Scale of 1 to 10.
10.
All right. Well, for what it's worth, you sound great. You're doing fine. These are super chill. I'm sure you've heard me do a couple of these already, so you know how normal and how, relaxed they are. So there's no need to worry, no need to be nervous, okay? You're going to do great.
All right.
All right. So, Kara Marzetti, do me a favor. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? How'd you come to be here? All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Okay. Well, I'm visually impaired. Have been since 2004. So that was a journey in the middle of life. And I won a bunch of awards for my writing about my visual impairments, so that got me through college.
Cool.
I originally found you through Yuri Voice. I watched a bunch of their videos, and then it led me to one of your collabs, and then I wanted to watch more of yours, and then down the rabbit hole it went.
Which of our collabs was it? Was it the mannequin one?
I can't remember. It's been too long.
Okay. Well, cool. I gotta make sure I tell Yuri I said thanks.
Your collabs are great.
It's always a pleasure working with him. He's a really chill dude to work with and just like the utmost professional.
Cool.
So when you're not listening to audios and not winning amazing awards for your ability to write, what else do you do? Who else is Kara? What else does Kara get up to?
Well, Kara is a tea addict, and
Who's your favorite?
he has a. Oh, depends on the day, because I have a hoard, and I just kind of open them at random and be like, "Oh, this smells pretty good today." Herbal teas are my jam.
All right.
What can you not put in them?
What can you not put in them? Probably ketchup.
Well, I mean, I can't personally put cinnamon, citrus, or mint in them because I'm deathly allergic. But the rest of things are good.
I'd suggest staying away from those few things. But yeah, otherwise, I guess ketchup tea is still on the table. Nice.
No, please. It's sweet and everything, but I don't think you want to liquefy it, because then it just turns into tomato soup.
So you're a tea head. What else?
I have a mischief. Do you know what a mischief is?
You have a mischief.
Mm-hmm.
A single quantifiable mischief. All right, cool. No, I'm not sure what that is.
A mischief is the word for a group of rats.
Oh, how many rats does one need to have in order to qualify as a mischief?
More than 2.
Okay.
So I have 4.
Nice. You know, get yourself 3 crows. You have yourself a murder.
Exactly. I like the way you think. I mean,
Tell us about these. Tell us about these rats.
well, all of my rats are rescues. I have 2 boys from oopsie litters because, people can't sex them properly in the pet stores. And then I originally had 3 girls who came from a surrender situation, but one has unfortunately passed away. Yeah, that's the story of my rats. I am a rescuer of cute and fuzzy creatures.
I'm sure
And they are
deeply
so
appreciate
smart.
you. Yeah.
They are so smart. Oh yeah, you can train them to do agility courses. You can train them to fetch things. Oh, they're little geniuses with fur.
How good are they at doing complex YouTube taxes? Because I could use some help this year.
Yeah, I don't think that qualifies. They're more about, tricks instead of, easy to learn things that seem complex. Taxes are
Okay.
too complex, period.
So
Yeah,
I feel
with
like
that-
I'm using up all of your time here asking you questions. Was there anything specific that you wanted to talk about or anything that you wanted to go over? I don't want to, end up spending all your time here just asking you one thing after another.
That's okay. I've calmed down a little more. So kind of my elephant in the room question is what is your experience with persons with disabilities?
I've got some family members with who are especially abled. I'm not really sure with the terminology, so I'm walking on eggshells here, making sure I don't want to offend anybody. But yeah, I've certainly had a lot of interactions with people who require special care and require special. You just gotta. In a way, I almost feel like everybody kind of you have to act special around them in a way. But yeah, I've certainly had people who, trouble walking, trouble seeing, trouble hearing. I can't say I've had too many experiences with people who are visually impaired. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what that life is like?
Well, I'm a special situation. The disease that gives me my visual impairment is very rare. And I'm visually impaired due to the lesions the disease creates on my cornea. And the cornea is the part of the eye that controls light sensitivity. So depending on how many lesions I have on the cornea will depend on how light sensitive I am, and then that results in how easily I am able to see things.
I see.
Yeah. you know.
I realize that my common response to things is maybe not the best choice. Given the current topic, my apologies.
It's okay, I won't hold it against you. People have said so much worse.
Yeah, I guess you didn't realize just how much it's taken for granted in common colloquialisms and conversation. My bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of those kind of common things I share with other people who have visual impairments is the fact that non-visually impaired people they get nervous about saying certain words like look, see, and things like that, and it's like they're afraid they're going to offend us, that we're some kind of little snowflake. But it's just no, these are regular words in the vocabulary. It's okay to use them. They are not curse words. They are just regular words in the vocabulary, and we still know them. We just interpret them differently because we don't have the same ability of sight as other people.
Got it. So is it taboo for somebody to say something like I just did, just completely like an idiot, just didn't even put any thought into it and just completely said what I said? Is that kind of stuff like, ooh, can't say that?
Well, I mean, I'm personally not offended. I feel like you're just being a human. But
Well, thank you for that. I feel real bad, but I'm good to know that I'm maybe a little bit absolved.
yeah, they're like, I mean, when, you know, when times changed and people were becoming like more aware of like, I'm gonna call it terminology for different disabilities, people then suddenly shifted to, oh, I'm being too oversensitive about everything. And it's just like, the quickest way around this hurdle is to just ask the person directly, because I'm personally not offended if somebody says, look, see, but I know other people who would be completely offended by it. So it's one of those things that it's not all or one, it's ask the individual.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
That was really enlightening. Thank you.
no problem.
Now, unfortunately, we are slowly to quickly running out of time here. So is there anything else that you wanted to say or do, or anything else you wanted me to know, or the world to know, or anything else that you wanted to ask before I gotta let you go?
Just one thing. I mean, you've got a pile of writers, and I'm just wondering, you know, if there might be some disability content coming down the line.
Well, I mean, I don't really have a pile of writers, so to speak. I just have people who... I have fans who want to send in scripts, and they're usually scripts that they themselves want to hear. What I usually tell people when they want to hear a specific type of content is, you know, chances are if you want to hear it, you should probably just write it yourself and send it in, and then I can see if I can perform it on my channel. As to whether or not I have scripts on disabilities, I certainly do. A couple, I believe. I'm not sure when I'm going to do them just yet, but yeah. So if there's a script that you specifically want to hear, like one for comfort for being visually impaired, for example, maybe give it a chance to you know, try writing it, sending it in.
I'll certainly think about it.
I mean, it seems like you've got a talent. You've got a God-given talent for writing already, as is, right?
That was before the car crash.
Ah.
But I'll give it a whirl.
Well, fingers crossed.
Well, thank you.
All right then, Kara, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here and for taking this call with us today. Is there any last things you want to say or do before I gotta let you go?
Not really. You're awesome. Go karting.
Thank you very much. You are awesome. You have a great rest of your weekend for me, and I'll see you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Take it easy.
You too.
All right, that was a good time. Getting to know somebody. Next up is Cameron Barnes. All right, jumping into the the call channel. Cameron, whenever you're ready, go ahead and jump on in. Hello. You there?
Can you hear me?
It's a little quiet, but yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I'm just nervous.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
Because this is the first time that I've done this. I've never ever done this. Like jumped.
Oh, you've never actually done the jump? I've definitely seen you around for a
Yes.
long time. This is the first time you actually tried jumping?
Not the first time I tried, but this is the first time, like, out of all the years This is the first time I've got it.
Nice, nice. Well, congratulations, Cameron. I can't say I know much about you. I've certainly seen you around for a long time. A lot of the streams, a lot of the Patreon live streams. I gotta say, one way you stand out is you were always just like right in the borderline of being offensive. You're like right on the cusp of saying some very sus things sometimes. You gotta tell me a little bit about that. Like who is Cameron and why does Cameron do that? Why are you always like right on the line of like, should I kick this person for saying this? No, it's not that bad, but it's right there. Tell me, Cameron, why? Why is Cameron why?
It's because I'm a freshman, so I'm new to the world, new to society. I don't understand. So I also go to an art school, and they're like, break the boundaries, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna test my limits.
Okay, I like that.
Sometimes those limits do occur. Sometimes I do get stopped. I do get in trouble, but
okay.
I don't mean it. I'm sorry to the mods. I'm so sorry for all the times that I've done.
Well, I mean, I certainly get it. I mean, sometimes you gotta find out where the boundaries are. Just, I'm glad that you never went all the way over the line. Just, maybe tiptoed around it sometimes. But, yeah, I think for the most part, we're okay.
I don't mean it. I promise I don't mean it.
Well, I mean, so long as you're not being mean to people and so long as you're not being hurtful, I think you're gonna be okay. Just keep in mind, we see the chat, and there's people who moderate it, so it's not like you're throwing things out into the void. You're definitely saying things, and there's definitely a name attached to it. So.
Yep, my full name.
So, Cameron Barnes, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you come to be here? How did you come to be a cardigan? What brought you to the community? And yeah, tell us all about yourself, pretty please.
Okay, so it's started high school, and I couldn't sleep, and so I was just looking for sleep aids, and I fell asleep to one, and I was like, I don't know what happened, but and I heard this deep voice, and I was like, someone's in my room, someone's in my room. and it was just your voice, and I was like, oh, it's not that bad. And so I just kept listening, and it was all nice. And then I stopped for some reason. And then I'll tell you, I'm a very sheltered child. I wasn't bad words were bad and things like that. So I was on, it was one of the red ones. It was one of the spicy audios, before you got demonetized for the first time. And I was like, I'm not allowed. And I unsubscribed, and I was like, I can't. I'm not allowed. That's wrong. And then I turned 18. I was like, oh, I'm legal.
Time to see what this is all about.
Yeah. Well, time to know. Time to learn.
And you, lucky for me, stuck around after you found out what it was all about. So thank you for that.
I'm glad I did. It was fun. And I get to meet people. When I started on the Discord, I was very nervous. I didn't talk to anybody. And then Animal Crossing came out, and I was like, oh, well, I can be helpful. And so the only place that I really talk in is the arcade one. And every time that I have high turnip prices, I'm like, come sell turnips on my island. You don't have to give me anything. Just come over.
Dang, I still got to do that sometime. That's really cool of you. Thank you for being such a part of the community in that way and helping people out. Turnips and stonks. Them's important topics. People love them stonks and love them turnips.
Exactly. And I love. I couldn't contribute to any serious conversations. So instead, I contribute to Animal Crossing.
That's still very serious. It's still good stuff. So when you're not playing Animal Crossing, and when you're not exploring lines, and when you're not being an art school student or art school graduate?
I'm an art school student. Be done.
Ah. What else do you do besides all that?
Draw, you know. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my like art pathway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really interested in printing, like screen print.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out my path in the art school. I'm very lost right now. I'm good at drawing. What kind of drawing? Is this the kind of drawing I want? Or should I do something else? Is this right for me? Is it not? You're stuck here forever with debt. Figure it out.
Well, what did you take up in what kind of art is it that you focus on?
Well, I focus on just illustration. My school gives me free Creative Cloud, Adobe Cloud. So I just mess around on Photoshop and Procreate, and I kind of just bounce between those apps.
Cool.
Right now, I'm pretending that I'm in a pop punk band, and I made some illustrations for that, graphic designs.
Very nice.
Just in
very
case I want
nice.
to put it on the t-shirt and wear it.
Is there any kind of like dream job? Any kind of like end goal that you were specifically looking forward to?
Oh God, no. I'm so in space. I don't know. It's really hard to really figure it out.
It's all
I
right.
don't
You'll
really
figure it
know.
out eventually. No worries.
I have several more years, and if not, several more. You know.
Yeah, you've still got some time. So, instead of me wasting all your time with all these questions, was there anything specific you wanted to ask me, or anything specific you wanted to say now that we've got the microphone and the soapbox?
Yes. I do have a question. Your audience ranges. So how do you feel your YouTube audience varying between like 16 and up? That's basically your demographic that I've, from me being 16 when I started listening. Like, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the range of audience you have?
I mean, I certainly can't stop people under the age of 18 from listening to my stuff. That's why I censor the things I do and how I do what I do. My ideal demographic is certainly the crowd 18 and older. Specifically, actually, like much older than 18. Like 20s to 30s, I feel like is like my core demographic who I'm really trying to reach. But as far as younger people listening to it, it's a double-edged sword, Like on one hand, it's like, I guess if I had to choose, like I'd rather they listen to something innocent and sweet and harmless, like audio, as opposed to dabbling in things that might be harder or, scarier or edgier. But on the other hand, it's like I'm not trying to target that demographic, and I don't like getting in trouble when YouTube makes it seem like I am trying to target the demographic, So yeah, I mean, I don't mind that they're there. I certainly don't want them to leave or anything. Just don't watch things that they shouldn't watch, and stay clear away from things that I clearly mark isn't for them. And it's fine if they listen to the stuff that's on YouTube, because that is up there on YouTube. There's nothing I can do to stop them,
Okay, I get that. I get that a lot.
I think also in terms of how do I put this? In terms of actual community, I think people who are within that demographic tend to comment more and be a lot more vocal. So it seems like there's a lot more of them than there actually are. In the analytics, in the back end, it shows that the majority of the community is tends to skew a little older, which is comforting to me.
Oh, fun fact.
Any other questions? Anything else you're curious about?
Yes, actually. Have you ever had the thought come across your mind that someone could recognize your voice in public?
Yeah, all the time. It freaks me out, to be honest. Makes me really paranoid about talking in public. I specifically, like, when I'm walking past a group of women, I'll just, if ever I'm like deep in conversation, I'll maybe like pause and just kind of like not really hold my breath, but just kind of just like stop talking for a while until like we're clear of them, just because I don't like the chance. As slim as the chance is, I don't want to risk it.
I had a dream that I was at McDonald's and you were ordering something, and I was like, oh my God, I recognize that voice. And and because your brain associates like a face, you didn't have it would cover my eyes and look down at your shoes and not at your face because.
Well, thank you for being respectful even in your dreams, but yeah, I get this. This is a comment I get a lot, and it's like weird because it's like for me that's like a nightmare, but for y'all it's like it's a fun, exciting dream with Cardlin. But for me, it's like that's really scary to me. Not that I look like a troll or anything in real life, but it's just anything that could make this all come tumbling down or kind of like ruin the effect and the image of Cardlin Audio is really scary to me because I've got a lot riding on this. The safety and the shelter and the being able to support my family rides on this. So that's what makes me stay quiet when I'm walking past a group of women, is the thought of like, if they hear me say the wrong thing, or if I just happen to they take something out of, I don't know, like in this like community or this world where like you can get canceled so quickly over something taken out of context, I am terrified of losing everything that I've built up. So it's a scary scenario for me being discovered in public, but I'm glad. I hope you had an exciting dream. Hope it was fun.
You let me, you bought me a burger, and that was it. That was it. I was like, oh my God, I know that guy. And I was like, out of respect, I was like, hi, excuse me. And then you just gave me a burger. And I was like, thank you. And you left, and the dream was over. That was it.
You didn't even have to pay for it? You just got the burger and bounced?
I just got it. You were just like, here. And I was like, what? And you walked away. And that was it. And I was with a burger.
You know what's funny? That is not the only time that I've been part of somebody's dream that involved a burger. One of my best friends told me about this time I appeared in his dream, and apparently I was I was like doing like crazy ass tricks with this basketball, like between the legs, like around the back, over the shoulders, and everything, just all around the arms. And my friend, he walks in to find me, and he's got a burger on a plate, and the burger's cold. And he like comes up to me, he's like, "Hey man, can you heat up my burger?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, no problem." And I take the plate and I put it on my head, and then the whole time I'm still dribbling and like just like still like styling with this basketball. And then after a while,
your fire moves.
I don't know what it is, but apparently I just, with the plate on my head, after a while I like, all right, here you go, and then I hand him the plate back, and the burger was perfectly warm.
That's talent.
All right, burger-related dreams aside, we unfortunately are starting to run out of time here. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about, or anything else you wanted to say while you got the time? Any other limits you want to push or boundaries you want to test?
Okay, yes. This is very dangerous of me.
Oh, I'm gonna kick you, so don't think I won't kick you.
Okay. You're allowed to do that. I respect it. So you have that fear, like, of people recognizing you in public. I had a fear that, like, because your son is around my age, I had a fear that I would bump into him and I don't know what would happen. I don't know what would happen, but I was like, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, my dad's a YouTuber," and I'm like, "Ah ha ha, what does he do?" He's like, "Oh yeah, he does his audio stuff," and I'm like, "Yeah, crazy." Oh, that was it. That was like my biggest fear. It isn't anymore, but when I was like in high school, I was like, what would it be if you like went? That'd be so dumb, wouldn't it be? And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's so crazy.
Your fear is that you'd meet my son?
Yes. That was my fear.
I mean, I understand why that's scary for me, but why is that scary for you?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Is it? Are you kind of? I feel like there's an implication that's not being said. Like you meet my son and et cetera, or is it just you meet my son?
Yeah, no. Just meeting him. And we're just like friends. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, my dad does this, my dad does that. He's like, my dad is a YouTuber. And it's like, what? What does he do? And then he says it, and it's like, I know what your dad does. That's so weird. Like,
well, luckily,
how I know him before you talk. Boom. I know what your dad did.
Well, luckily, the boy's smart enough that he knows not to tell people that his dad's a YouTuber. We've definitely had that talk and had that training session before.
Good. Because
yeah.
If we ever did meet, that'd be crazy.
It's a topic that I kind of get defensive about because whenever my son gets brought up, a lot of people bring up things like kind of not even borderline questionable things, but like really genuinely questionable things like, oh, he's closer to my age than you are, or oh, I love his voice, or is he going to take over? And it's kind of like, if this was my daughter and you were guys, you guys think that this would be okay for you to ask? Like...
No. I try to, I really get uncomfortable. That's another reason is because you're uncomfortable bringing him into conversations. I didn't want to. It's like,
But you sure did, didn't you?
I did. I pushed back. Like you said, I'm
Cameron, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. It's been a good time talking to you. Do me a favor and stay on the safe side of the border. Maybe don't always push every boundary. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it.
Yeah, I'll be good.
All right, you take it easy. Thank you so much. Congratulations on finally winning the star, and I will talk to you next time. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Oh boy, good times. Drea, do me a favor. Come on in here. Let's catch up on old times. Hello.
Hello.
From Drea Rudu to Blue Hair Don't Care. How long has it been, Drea? I feel like not only have you been part of the community, but I also feel like I've been talking to you since forever.
4 years.
Dang. I was not kidding when I said that shirt that you have, that's a super deep cut.
Yeah.
That's super old school. Thank you so much for still having that.
Yeah, I like the aesthetic and stuff. It's got like a nice let's just chill kind of vibe.
I think that super fits your steezo, if you don't mind my saying. Is that you've been part of the community for 4 years, but you don't try to be like the big ringleader. You don't try to be like the head honcho pulling seniority and all that. You're just kind of a super chill member of the community, just everybody's friend. Good old Drea. Who doesn't love Drea? Good times. Thank you
Thanks.
so much for 4 years of just your nice, chill, calming, happy presence.
Oh, That's awesome to hear. I always try to make people like a little bit happier, like make them smile, especially with like today's situation. I've been trying a little bit harder to make everybody in the server giggle at least like once.
What's today's situation? Are we talking about the world situation or like something happened in the server that I don't know about?
Like the world situation.
Oh, that's a tough situation.
Yeah.
I got some feels about that situation too, but you're right. Let's keep it happy times, chill times. There's enough of that out there. People come here for something else, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I gotta say your presence is my presence. Is that cheesy enough?
Maybe it would be if I knew what you meant by that.
It's nice having you around. Thank you very much for being you.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So I'm sure you and I have spoken enough times in the past that I'm sure you know how this goes. Is there anything specific you wanted to talk about? I don't want to waste all your time talking about how cool you are.
It's kind of goofy.
Yeah, the goofier the better. Let's have it.
Okay. So lately I've been watching a lot of Game Grumps and been laughing pretty hard at some of their videos. And I think I know that you've watched them in the past, right? Or am I confusing?
Yeah, I haven't watched in like a week or so, but I used to watch like everything religiously.
So like what do you think is like the funniest compilation video?
Ooh, I'm a big fan of what was it called? Was it Wonder Boy? Or like Turbo Boy or whatever? The fight versus the plant monster.
I don't think I've seen, like, it kind of sounds familiar, but I may have not seen that. I'm not too sure.
There's this one compilation of like, if it's called like Turbo Boy or Adventure Boy or something. Not Battle Kid. Yeah, Steph's got it. Battle Kid. It's like a little Mega Man-esque game, and there's this one boss battle where Aaron just is having like the most trouble in the world trying to fight it, and he starts like going into these kind of like almost like subconscious rants where he's like, all right, what if every time I start fighting this I just start a free form story, and every time I die I have to start over. So like there's a few things that came out of there, like gems like, at the age of 10 I was born without a face. And like just like little things like that. It's just we gotta check it out. We gotta watch Battle Kid sometime in the server.
We gotta. It's like, yeah, yep, that's what we gotta do.
What about you? What's your favorite Game Grumps comp?
I don't even think it's by the official Game Grumps channel, but the other day I watched Aaron Making Danny Laugh Volume 2, and they were playing, what's it called, like they were playing Shovel Knights, and Aaron was going on about like he was upset at Danny because he didn't have any jewels, and it made me laugh really hard, and I had to like, it was one of those things where you had to like go back and keep rewatching it because it was so funny.
One of my favorite bits of theirs is also from Shovel Knights with the Infinidagger. Oh, it's so good.
Oh man, I haven't watched like the full like playthrough of that, but I have seen like hilarious clips like of Aaron just getting mad or Dan trolling Aaron, and they're just, oh, they're so funny.
Yeah, I have to admit I've been watching it. The reason I haven't really watched too much lately is I sometimes feel like it's kind of more, it's been a little bit more missed than hit lately. Like you got to really dig to find like the good bits, but when they pull them out in compilations, it's really fun.
Yeah, I agree.
The Monopoly has been a lot of fun watching them.
Oh my gosh.
And the Wheel of Fortune's been so frustrating watching Aaron like just like not understand basic English.
Oh man, I'm not that big of a backseat gamer, but nothing makes me change that more than Aaron playing Wheel of Fortune.
Exactly. What else you got for me, Drea? Anything else you want to talk about or do while we got you here?
I had like a whole thing in my head, but I'm kind of like I'm playing Animal Crossing right now, so I kind of lost it because I was focusing
You
on it.
too! Oh my god, I just can't escape people who are simultaneously playing Animal Crossing. What are you doing? Tell me about what you're doing right now in Animal Crossing.
I'm taking a picture of one of my villagers in a custom design I did because it kind of looks funny.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Custom design, that's like working like with this like little pixel tool, right? Like pixel art
Yeah.
creator thing.
Yeah.
Sounds super difficult, is it not?
I mean, like for me personally, it was like a little bit difficult when I was like getting used to all like the tools and stuff. But like the more I did it, the easier it got. But I don't know, like I'm not even close to the level of some people I've seen online.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, um 10 being an infinite amount and 1 being like 3, how many bombs should I drop on the dubers right now?
I think like infinity squared.
Infinity squared. Okay. Well, how about just for the rest of the call, just all bombs?
Yes. Yes.
This really bothers some people. I'm not sure why, but there's some people really dislike this.
maybe like no, maybe like they just like seeing where their duber is and what their duber is doing. But I think it's kind of funny.
Maybe they feel like personally hurt, like they feel like the duber is really like a representation of them, and that why are they paying to see this man abuse this little representation of them?
Because it's funny.
Fair. It definitely is. 'Cause look at them; they're so adorable. They don't mind.
Yeah,
don't mind.
they're having a good time.
They're super okay with it. They love it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, no, I don't even think they love it. I think they're just 100% indifferent.
For sure. Yes.
I feel like to them, walking around is just as okay as being blown around by bombs.
Yeah. If I was a pixelated bear YouTube video, that's what I'd want.
Yeah, it's a lot more exciting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd prefer one over the other, but yeah, this certainly seems like fun to me.
Of course, yeah.
Search your feelings, Jay. Do you have anything left of that stuff? You said you had this whole thing you wanted to talk about before Animal Crossing took your attention.
It wasn't like a whole thing. I just had like a bunch of silly questions, but I forgot most of them.
Are you any closer to heading out to Las Vegas?
I'm paranoid about that stuff, so I can't really like I haven't been right now, and I'm a little bit short on money. I mean, I have some in like my savings and stuff, but it's gonna happen. The original plan was to go there for my 20th birthday, which is coming up pretty soon, but I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Yeah, I can't right now. Ah, it's such a weird world we live in.
hmm Fix it, world.
Fix it.
Oh, so I sound a little bit goofy, but I did email your fan art account something kind of cool.
Ooh, I'm gonna look at it right now.
It's in the email
When did you send it?
2 days ago, I think.
Let's see. I think it's this one. Aha.
Aha.
Oh, yeah. I do remember seeing this.
Nice.
Nice. So June 5th, huh? Okay. We can do that.
June 5th. Well, I just thought it was like a great opportunity to showcase my amazing 100% flawless talent I got going on.
Let's not kid ourselves here. That is really good.
You
That
think?
is what. That's really, really nice. Yeah. I'm definitely going to use it.
I was worried because it's like you get so much like cool fan art, and I see it in the drawing room. I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah, I get a lot of cool fan art like this stuff that just got sent to me by my friend Drea.
Nice.
Well, hold on. I'm going to make a little note here to Luna.
You know, it also like it works the same way if you like turn it like sideways. Like I tested it with solar in the server, like on my computer. It works both ways.
On June 5th, National Donut Day, please send out art from Drea. She gave us to celebrate the occasion. Smiley face.
Yay, smiley face.
So yeah, June 5th. Check social media. This will be all over the place. You wanna
Sweet.
send me a version with like your signature on it somewhere?
Sure. Yeah, I could just easily like edit that in. I didn't really put it in because it was more like just do with this what you want to. So I didn't put it on, but I can put like my like art Instagram handle. Maybe I can get more commissions.
I'm gonna use a version without the signature, but the one that I send out on public is gonna have the signature so that you get all the credit and stuff.
Nice. What color should I put as a signature? What do you think?
I think is a good counter to this, but then because you want something that like kind of fits in, but maybe not, isn't stands out a little bit, but not starkly. I'd say like something close to the color of the eyes.
Yeah. All right, I got that.
Yeah, and then
This
just
was like a lot of like
fit it
fun
in,
to do.
fit it in between like something in the bottom right or bottom left somewhere, just a little, or whatever
Yeah.
your thing is.
It's not too creative, which is
Not
kind of
too
ironic. No, I drew a line on the thing. Undo.
All right, Drea, unfortunately, we are just about out of time. Is there anything else you wanted to say or do while I got you here? Any last minute call outs? You want to shout out to Mitty to get you some Jollibee, or shout out to the beloved Mika or anything?
Well, now I have to because if I don't,
Yeah.
Duh, Mitty, you're a huge, adorable nerd and give me that good Jollibee. And Mika, you're my tita. I'm not a peanut butter baby meme. All of my friends, I love you guys lots. I think, yeah, that's it.
All right. Drea, it's been a pleasure. As always, you are the best. You take it easy, and I'll see you on the server.
Okay, yeah, sounds like a plan. And say nothing if you're a goofus. Okay, bye.
Dang it. Ah. All right. That was fun. Good times. That was a lot of bombs. Y'all doing okay? Even though you got super bombed out? We've got a little bit of time left here. Any last minute questions? Any questions I missed earlier? Anything you want to ask me before we gotta go? Anything you want me to do a little ramble and a rant on before we bounce? Ramble rants. Ramble rant about what? See, what is my current pet peeve? Current pet peeve. I think like in this time of where we are now, my current pet peeve is like seeing any kind of like display of like complete and utter disregard for others' safety during the coronavirus, you know? Like people without masks and people like just like acting like it isn't a thing, or like it can't get them, so it doesn't matter the potential that they might bring it to other people. That kind of stuff. Like, I understand the world's so crazy and so freaking like it requires such a huge change, but it does require such a huge change, and you gotta play by the rules. So I guess like when seeing people not play by the rules, that really it really bothers me, you know, just because it's not just them that they're putting at risk, but like everybody that they potentially interact with. So that's a bummer. Ada Raven asks, how's Kickflip? Kickflip has started eating wet food, and it's adorable because she just licks out all the gravy and leaves all the actual food. And then afterwards, she acts like super cat-like, like she's licking her paws and stuff, and like acting just like such a cat. It's so weird. Let's see. Filipino culture. I just finished the movie Kingmaker, which is a documentary about the Marcos family, and it was bone chilling. You know, it was scary. It's such a bummer to see that just like, I don't know, for the most part, just like you look around the world and it just seems like everywhere you look, bad guys are winning, you know? And I know there's a lot of victories on the side of good, but it's always such a drag on the heart when you see that bad guys are winning and there's almost nothing you can do about it. Let's see, what else? What bender would you be in the Avatar world? I like earthbenders because they got a lot of stompy stomp moves. So I think I might be one of them. I like their moves. They seem like the coolest. Plus, Toph's awesome. Plus, they get metal bending, which is cool. Who's your least favorite villager on your island? I'm not gonna lie, I think it's Rocket. Not that Rocket's mean or anything. It's just that... I mean, I don't know. I feel like everybody else I look at, I'm like, oh, you're so cute. And Rocket's like, hello. Have a nice day. I don't have anything personal against Rocket. It's just everybody else is adorable, and I see them, I light up. And then Rocket just has like such a good, crazy ass design. What else we got? It's about to be wedding season in AC. Any plans with the missus? Wedding season in Animal Crossing. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, you know, we still want to get married. We're just waiting for the right time and all that. Like, Corona's kind of put the world on pause for now. If you could act like any of your audio characters for one day, which one would it be? If I could act like one for a day... I mean, technically I could. If I could live their life, you mean? I don't know, I'm pretty happy with the life I have. Plus it would be cheating, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any tattoos, or would you get any? I am, without answering the first question, I will say that I am planning on getting some tattoos. Yeah. Sparrow asks, what platform did you watch it on? Amazon Prime. Signed up for that Showtime free trial so I could watch it. Blue Hair Don't Care says, do you want me to email or DM you the art? Just respond to that same email. That'd be best. Pretty please. Rocket's just there. Yeah, you know, like, how do I say? It's not that I dislike Rocket or anything. It's just Rocket doesn't spark joy. You know, I see all the rest of the people on my island and I'm like, oh, what a delight you are. How cute you are. You're so cute. And then I see Rocket, I'm like, hi, Rocket. Hi, Rocket. Star Dragon 25 asks, what's been your favorite video game to play? I've had a lot of fun streaming video games, but I think if I had to answer what my favorite video game is right now, I think it might still be Breath of the Wild. Though I'm really enjoying this replay of Last of Us. I'm looking forward to playing some more of that later on. Do you like movie soundtracks, specifically the orchestral ones? Not particularly, no. The Missus does a lot. She gets really into like movie soundtracks. I like when like a movie has like a specific theme, like bum 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 bum. You know, like I love like specific like chords like that, but like or not chords, but like specific themes like that. But other than that, I'm not really too into orchestral music. Tara Havem asks, if you would get an offer, would you consider voice in a visual novel? I would. It would be difficult, though. It would depend. I'd either do it as Cardin Audio and try and go as anonymous as possible, or I'd do it under my real name and then just never tell anybody. So, yeah, it would depend. Are you as excited for The Last of Us 2 as I am? I don't know how excited you are, but I know I'm very excited. Star Wars or Star Trek? Probably Wars. I never really got into Star Trek, but I don't have anything against it. See, what movie always gets you to cry? Your Name always gets me to cry. The part with the writing on the hand. Definitely. Breath of the Wild equals Ride of the Brandon. Oh, I miss Brandon. Least favorite color? Probably like a loud, garish orange. Like a too strong orange. Alright. Favorite Ghibli movie? Uh-oh. I think that's a sign that we need to end this, because we're going to start get me talking about Ghibli. I'm going to start losing subscribers. So, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for being part of this stream. It's always a pleasure. It's always some fun. We'll be back in a week or two. Next one will probably be at 6 p.m. I think we might be back next Saturday. I'm not sure, but I think we might be back next Saturday. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you at the next stream, or I'll see you on the Discord server, hopefully. And, yeah, this is a lot of fun. Thanks to the missus for swinging by. Thanks to the mods for keeping the peace and holding it down and helping me keep track of everything on the back end. Thanks to Cameron and Drea and Kara for joining me on the calls. And thanks to Kim and everybody who was part of the video and letting me share that today, and letting me cry at you just a little bit. Alright. Y'all the best. You have a good one. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you around, and yeah, cheers.